Hi, my name is David Weatherburn. I was at Goosehill between 1967 and 1971.
I believe that you have a bit of a family tradition of going to this school.
It's one way of putting it. My grandmother came here, my mother came here, my uncle came here, I came here, and then my two sons came here.
Well, that's amazing. What's your own most vivid recollection of your time spent at Goosehill?
Well, on the sort of macro level, it was an incredibly welcoming, friendly environment. Back in the late 60s, we had a lot of fun. We were taught well, gave us a very good grounding in education terms. We got to do all sorts of strange things. I think one of my favourite memories is being one of the three kings in the nativity play, doing my first ever Elvis impersonation in front of the class, which was, looking back now, I cringe. We did a lot of stuff with papier-mâché, and we enjoyed that immensely. It was very messy. Football in the yard, jumping on the air raid shelters, going to the sweet shop across the crossing. It was all here. It was fantastic.
The school's moving to a new site, obviously, because it's been here for 108 years. Was there anything about the school then that made you think that it was a bit dated?
Some of the gym equipment was pretty bad. We had the traditional vaulting equipment, for example, which you would have seen in World War II movies. Didn't mend, I think. I think in the 60s it was quite different. We were still a fairly post-war generation in Morpeth at the time, and we were quite used to making do and mend. We made a lot out of small things. So not really. I think some of the tiling was a bit iffy, and some of the outdoor areas, but not really. We enjoyed running, for example, into the coke pile for the central heating, as boys would.
And did you have school meals?
Yes, they were fantastic actually here. Really good. Fond memories of those. Although I did have one bad experience with beetroot, which put me off for life, but apart from that, really good.
And what about teachers? Were there any who stand out in your recollection?
Well, on the one hand, there was Mrs. White, who might have been mentioned a few times, the headmistress, who put the fear into everybody, but I think was very caring and passionate. No, they were really good. I mean, I still look back very fondly, and I think if I saw some of the teachers today, we still say hello to each other. You know, decades later. Sadly, many are gone, but...
And what do you think about the school moving and the prospect of it being demolished?
I'm quite emotional about it, but it's definitely the right thing. I mean, to get 108-year service out of a piece of real estate is pretty serious, and it's done a lot of good things, educated hundreds of kids, thousands of kids, and it's about time they had something slightly better.